In this video, we want to share with you the things that you should know to stay safe in Mexico. We went down for a whole week. This is right after the gang wars. A lot of us were terrified, especially me. So before we went, we want to take all the precautionary measures, and so we want to share that information with you. Now, before diving into the video, there's two criticisms that I want to address. The first criticism is, why are you making Mexico so scary? All these things that you need to take precaution of. As lawyers, being officer of the court, especially me being an immigration lawyer, we're constantly seeing State Department notifications. On their website, it says reconsider traveling, take precaution. But exactly what kind of caution should you take? They don't go in detail. So we went to find out all the things that you should be cautious about and sharing this with you. This video is not to make Mexico look scary. Any precautionary safety video makes whatever thing they're cautioning about scary. Watch a safety jet ski video. You're never gonna want to get on a jet ski after that.
Including paralysis, as well as facial injuries, broken legs, ankles, or other injuries.
And the second major criticism I want to address is, why are we creating a series talking about going to Mexico and making Mexico fun? Don't you know people die there? It's kind of like the exact opposite of the first criticism. Well, to answer that criticism, that's why we're making this safety video. So these are polar opposite criticisms that I want to just address up front. Now let's get to it. One of the first things is stick to the touristy areas. When we were there for over a week, we didn't see any theft, we didn't see any crime, we didn't see any violence or gang threats. Now, talking about gangs, and especially before we left the US, there was that huge news outbreak about gang violence and they were setting cars on fire. When we got there and talked to the locals about the gang violence, they said it's really between the gang members and that bystander casualty is very rare. So the first advice and most important advice is just to stick to the touristy areas. And trust me, there's enough touristy areas in all of Mexico. It's just in Tijuana alone that can keep you busy for several weeks. So it's totally safe to be in downtown, the beach, the markets, restaurants, shopping centers, the spa, and of course, the embassies. The second advice is, don't make yourself a target. And this is the same advice if you're going to Europe, if you're going to Italy, if you're going to Greece. You can look up all these other videos about how to stay safe. They all apply here as well. Avoid flashy clothing, expensive watches, flashing your $100 bills and waving your $1,000 cameras. Try your best to stay low-key and blend in. And if you're heavily drinking there, still be aware of your surroundings. Make sure people can take care of you, because if you're drunk, you make yourself a target. Next, the US Consulate in Tijuana is so nice. If you lost your passport, if you have visas issues, you can all do it right here. Now, key point, if you are a US citizen, coming to the US Consulate, they will be able to help you renew your passport, do notaries and stuff. If you are a green card holder and you have problems, they might not be able to help you, and you might need to go to the border and have the CBP officers help you. And if you merely have a visa to enter the US, they might not be able to help you if you encountered any sort of problems. They can issue you a new visa, but if you suffered crime, if you suffered sickness, you have to go back to your own country's embassy to help out. Next, if you are a victim to crime, things work a little bit differently than in the US. There are different centers for different types of crime.
Es una unidad especializada para jóvenes. Este es el departamento de investigación a ataques sexuales. You can report her to this place down here, straight to this place, or through the line 089 or 911.
Generally, a lot of these hotlines all speak English, so you can be confident. And just like when you travel to any other country, find out what their laws are. If you're gonna vape, smoke, or do something that's slightly illegal in certain countries, make sure the country you're going to allows for that. And this is a public service announcement. The cops in Mexico keep on telling us people think it's safe and okay to do marijuana in Mexico. It's not, and they're really heavy on drugs. We're here at the 24-hour pharmacy. There are cheaper discount pharmacies, but this is 24 hours in case anything emergency happens. Now, what do you do if you get sick? You can't read, nor can I. So we're gonna go through everything from head to toe. Came back to the hotel because we couldn't film there, but we want to spend time and explain each and every one of them. Now, key disclaimer, I'm assuming none of these are FDA approved. We're not advertising these. We only got it because Liz needs every single one of them. So let's have her explain what each one does.
This one is for skin irritation. So if your skin irritates you, this is the one you gotta use. This one is for migraines. And this one right here is for heartburn. This is for your bones. This is for kids kids' medicine and for whenever they have the flu. This is for your stomach, so if your stomach is bloated, if you have any pain in your intestines, this also helps out. This one is for headaches and fever. This one's for toothaches. You know, tooth starts aching, this is the way to go. Last, another popular medicine purchased in Mexico, so it's a Viagra.
Why did you buy 4 packs of them?
It was a sale, it was a special, so it's a 2 for 1, so.
4 packs? Really?
Well,
We're at the Angels Hospital. Now, they are the most expensive because they take a lot of insurance. Most people who are working here in Tijuana have employer insurance. And so because they accept insurance, prices are a lot higher. A lot of people do also pay out of pocket at other hospitals as well. So if you get sick, you can go to any clinic, any hospital, and you can easily pay out of pocket. Now, this hospital does accept American insurance, so you just have to check if your insurance carrier also covers the insurance here. Let's talk about cash. Cash is king in most of the world, and Mexico is no different. Many places don't even accept credit card. Now, they definitely don't accept American Express in most places, so just use cash to reduce the risk of credit fraud. And the pro tip is exchange money at the border before going into Mexico because that has the best exchange rate. Next, let's talk about water. It's just a good advice to not drink tap water anywhere in the world, including the US, including Switzerland, including anywhere, okay? That's just my personal advice because you just don't know. If it's a natural spring water and you've been there, you grew up there, that it's okay. Maybe. But if you're going to a new place, just bring your Brita water bottle that filters the water for you. Or just buy water or sparkling water. The Topo Chico, especially the lime flavor one, it's 70 cents or less in Mexico. I really wish they can sponsor this video, so if they see it and see all our videos, maybe our office can be a Topo Chico firm. In closing, the thing to keep in mind is that millions of tourists visit Tijuana every year. An overwhelming majority have a good time with no crimes committed against them and hopefully by them. Our firm and myself specifically, we're going to Mexico almost every single month. And I can safely say nothing has happened. Mexico has over 120 million people. They are one of the top manufacturers and exporters for certain products. They are the 15th largest GDP by ranking in the world. Hopefully all of this just puts in perspective what kind of place Mexico is. Now, traveling anywhere in the world has its risk, including going on a cruise. But that's why you get insurance. This almost seems like an insurance commercial. Whatever. This video is not meant to be an exhaustive list of all the things that you need to do to take precaution before going to Mexico. Everybody's circumstance is different. If you have health concerns, well, take your doctor's advice. These are just some of the precautionary measures that we share with our clients before they go. We take ourselves when we go. And I'm not just going by myself, I'm bringing my team. So these are the responsibilities that I take for my employees. But again, nothing has happened. And if you feel like I missed any crucial tips, please leave a comment below. Share with everybody else. Thank you. Appreciate it. Until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.